They're gonna have to go for the full team fight, just diving into that back line. If they don't find the Beatrix, it's gonna be a massive problem. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, game number 2. BTR have a chance to get the clean sweep. And for GEEK fam, they have a chance to equalize and force a third game in the series. Welcome to game number 2 here for GEEK fam BTR.
I want to see how this pans out, especially with the Cho now placed in that mid lane. Are they going to be able to repair what initially was their problem in game number 1 and, you know, try and help GENIQ contest for those objectives? Because it feels like that was the main problem. Elzura is actually going to be, once again, the one playing on the Selena. So this is a Selena mid here, but they will be able to get Pala in that early game.
First blood already taken away by Elzura, and that is the problem with Angela. You don't have clear. And GEEK fam, they utilize this. The mistake that they made in game number 1 is now being made by BTR with no mid control. The jungle is wide open for GENIQ to make the plays on as he tries to open up the map, but again, Max, even though he... Oh, okay. I thought he was going to be... I thought Beloyski might be able to steal that one. But both teams, again, disengaging for now. Beloy caught, doesn't have the flicker. He's going to be immobilized, keep dealing out the damage. And this might be the trade back. Key finding the kill. 1-to-1. Elzura, well, Elzura got the kill. Key got the kill. Roamer for Mage.
Well, that is the follow-up that we'll be talking about. Abyssal Arrow can now be followed up by Beloyski on the Cho, can be followed by a runner shot from Kadero as well in the later stages of the game. So a lot more solid potential for GEEK fam, and they are trying to abuse it.
Purify though. Notice BTR, Marky, he went for the Purify, and that's exactly why. That kill pressure in the early game. Now that the Cho can help and clear the waves constantly, Elzura will actually have so much time to rotate around the map, and this is exactly what they were looking for in game number 1.
Yeah, and it's working out well. Look at the Abyssal Arrow just go and try and inhibit Marky so far. It did not land the second time though, but look at the snipes already coming from Kadira. We can already see, there you go!
Abyssal Arrow again, but that's gonna be hard guard. Marky not gonna be able to get out of the Biru's range. Chadera finds the hit. GEEK fam also on the top side looking for the retribution onto the turtle, and they find it. The mid control playing a massive factor here. The way the dragon was popped in onto Key. Key is gonna be able to actually get out of there with the sprint, but again, mid control. Same thing happening. BTR winning mid control in game 1, winning the game. GEEK fam right now getting a whole lot better with mid control.
1,000 gold lead to their name as well here, Miracle, in the second minute, but already Marky once again going to be the target. He is able to get away for now though, but that is a lot of gold taken for Kadira from that tower.
Elzura is not really taking any of the minions in his own lane. He just is focusing down, making sure that Marky does not get to play the game at all, shutting out that gold lane before it even begins. This is brutal, a very brutal approach from GEEK fam, and it's working out. BigHitron earlier, they have the liberty of just playing passively, poking away, and then counter-engaging. But right now, they are the ones that are forced to engage from the poke, pick up potential from Elzura and Kadira, and they don't have a good engage tool.
I think it's because they're playing double roam. So the Selena has the roamer item, so he just rotates towards the bottom side, gets XP anyways. Meanwhile, maybe Beloy doesn't have the roamer item because he's always in the mid lane. So they're swapping roles technically, kind of. I do think that the Cho will be building tank though. So the tank is still going to be Beloy, but the roamer is technically Selena.
Well, again, it's a very creative approach, and it is working out. If this goes on, they have the burst damage to actually back it up, because the Abyssal Arrow now, we saw that Key full tank Atlas can be two-shot by a full item build Beatrix, so Abyssal Arrow can be followed up in a similar fashion. This is a scary composition by GEEK fam.
Oh, they're looking for it. Beloyski onto the back, doesn't find the Jeet Kundo. He had the flicker, but he didn't want to commit onto that. GEEK fam, they back off. They know the turtle is spawning back up. They do not want to go for any overcommitments here, but they do want to force the retribution out of Max. Staying disciplined though, BTR, they are able to disengage, but man, look at that turret down below. Chadera almost taking it down.
Really munching on that as well, and unfortunately they weren't able to bait the retribution from Max, but it does seem like GENIQ is going to be able to get this turtle uncontested. Understand that BigHitron, they don't want to contest for this.
It's going to sound repetitive, Arashi and Eterna, but the Turtles lane presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series is, again, how do they set up for it? Mid-control. Mid-control is so important in this meta. And man, Elzura gets another Abyssal Arrow, tries to put the trap down, gets it onto Marky, flickers in, but the hard guard is there. Elzura might find himself in a trouble position. Key goes in for the Thunderclap, finding the kill, but Chadera is going to be able to melt him down, using the ultimate as well, but is out of range. BTR now caught in a very, very bad position. GEEK fam can just keep on sieging the base, and I don't really think BTR have anything to respond with.
I mean, the silver lining with the Angela is that it causes a lot of miscalculations from the side of GEEK fam, and we saw that actually being able to get used. But oh my god, here, Beloyski goes in aggressively onto Marky.
Very good, and there you go, the comment made by Jana in the pre-match video. I'm going to be targeting Marky. There you go. That is Marky being targeted a whole lot in this game. 2 deaths.
This is a crazy, like, alley-up situation. Beloyski will kick someone backwards, and Jana can continue pushing him back. So it's an alley-up setup for the side of GEEK fam, and they are abusing it for sure. And they can use Jana QT as well as Beloyski to even open up unknown areas of the map. So BTR, they need to try something different because GEEK fam is having a free time just doing whatever they want.
And Jana actually stole away the purple buff. Again, BTR with Max on the mystery shop, not going to be able to go even, I believe, in terms of the pathing, in terms of the clearing up against Hades or Jana QT again on the Akai.
Exactly, it makes it very difficult. Repo also has a very aggressive emblem at this point, but he isn't getting opportunities to try and, you know, hard counter. There's no follow-up, there's no backup coming in from the mid lane. BTR Alpha, one of their main weapons is that rotation, and they cannot use it right now.
5 more minutes to the next turtle. Sorry, now already spawned in the Land of Dawn. Repo still with the 1v1 situation against Luke, and so far it does seem like Bigatron might be the first one to set up for this. We can see the positioning of MIICHAA, Key in particular, already first to start opening up the map. And now we can take a little look into the items, but before this, Luke here goes in very aggressively.
Oh, Beloy targeting Marky, but the Purify was there. Abyssal Trap already placed. Marky does not have the items necessary to deal out the damage just yet as Jana goes in for the Lord. The Turtle, actually. He secures it once again. 3 turtles, all the neutral objectives controlled by the side of GEEK fam. And even the turrets here go into the hands of GEEK fam as they take down a top side turret in the bottom side. He is the one sent down below to match up against the Esmeralda.
Wow. I mean, Key has a lot more options. He is, you know, MIICHAA is good at the split push, but it's only a matter of time because Luke is a lot stronger. And this is the issue right now. They're just way too passive and they can't really do much. They're just waiting for an opportunity. Maybe make GEEK fam miscalculate with the hard guard, but then what? They can't really even capitalize on that. And the hard guard isn't even guaranteed to save the target.
Oh man, the damage from Kadira, even onto Repo, who is quote-unquote right now the person who can absorb that damage, realizing that Key is in the bottom side. It's a little too much right now. GEEK fam really able to put so much pressure, take away all those jungles away from the side of Bigatron, and they're actually hitting with 4,000. Again, pushing that top side with Kadira at the helm of it all.
I think the only opportunity is for Marky to actually get a lot of items, right? Maybe get shut down, get some farm somehow, and then afterwards, try and make a play with the hard guard. That's the only thing I can think of, and if they all follow up on it, there is some potential, but can't even get to that point.
Well, Max is definitely not going to have a good time here, as that's going to be the Abyssal Arrow, and Jana QT with the response. Chadera is 4 levels ahead of Marky, and he just melts everybody down. 1 use of his ultimate almost took Marky down. How is Chadera 4 levels ahead of Marky? 3 levels now, because he just got his levels with the clear, but that's unheard of. Gold lane, we've seen it in the jungle. Gold lane though, Chadera's 3 levels now, but again, he was 4 levels ahead of Marky.
The map structure from the side of GEEK fam is too intense. Beloyski at all times already looking for an engage onto Marky in particular. You said time and time again, Marky is the main target that GEEK fam has seen, and that's exactly what they're trying to exemplify here in game number 2. Even without the presence of Beloyski, you can see that Elzura can open up the map really easily with the trap. So the map vision, the print. Oh, but what?
Elzura finding the Abyssal Arrow. Falla's caught there. Still has the hard guard. Marky going back to the BMI. No damage whatsoever for BTR. They can't melt through even the squishy members of GEEK fam. And Jana Solo the Lord. We saw the Beatrix. Marky soloing the Lord in the first game. Now it's Jana's turn, man. GEEK Fam with an 8,000 gold lead, and man, Elzura has been so on point.
He is the exact reason why Marky was 4 levels behind. He just stayed in that lane, didn't care about the mid lane at all, let Beloyski deal with that, and he ensured that Marky was just irrelevant. He didn't get any farm, no gold, no EXP.
My goodness.
And wow, Kadera is just he's in complete safety, and he's just dealing damage for free. This is so painful to watch.
He's 4 levels ahead again. Marky is not getting farm. 8.5 thousand gold lead, but the XP diff is the main issue here for BTR. Oh man, Chidera's having a blast. Look at this again. Oh my god, Beloyski going in onto the back lines once again, onto Key. Repo trying to go for the disengage. He will find Beloyski. Knockout strike as well. Wait, they're able to turn it around. Jana's taken low. Chidera and Beloy fell, and BTR did not lose a single member in that skirmish.
2 for 0 trade for Bigatron Alpha, and now they're able to clear that board rather easily. GEEK Fam unable to get a single objective on the board, and with the pressure that they have, with the man advantage, look at the way that they're playing on the map now. Already Repo in that bottom side, looking to create some momentum for Bigatron Alpha and give them a little bit of an edge, taking away that turret.
This is valuable time without Kadera on the map, so Bigatron Alpha wastes none of it. They push all the lanes as far as possible, and that's a bunch of gold just transferring back to Bigatron Alpha. Honestly, hang on.
No, he got it.
He got it, thank God.
But he had to Retribution while the buff was like 100 HP. It's pretty tilting.
Exactly, I mean, well, the Lord is not up for another 70 seconds though, so fortunately for him, they'll be okay. But for Repo though, Hardcore won't save him.
Man, another pickoff on the board for GEEK Fam there. Even with the hard guard, it wasn't able to save his life. That is going to be a huge resource wasted as well as now.
Oh my.
Whoa.
There you go.
Now you see him, now you don't. GEEK Fam just making magic tricks across the board as Key jumps in with a thunderclap, but does no damage. Oh my goodness gracious, Chadera with the flicker, one-shotting Max.
That damage is obscene, man. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, in this game, I would say that it does make sense. He is so ahead. 4 levels on top of the other gold laner. Marky with the Blazing Duet, giving no damage. Chadera one-shotting him again. Going for another. This might be the unofficial. Savage, as Key is going to get pinned down onto the wall. That's another. Chadera with the unofficial Maniac. In game number 2, wreaking havoc, another episode arrow. Just keep on going, they're wanting more. But GEEK Fam, they completely dominate BTR. 12 minutes in. My goodness gracious. Ban the Beatrix, get him out.